It is a very divisive issue, and obviously it's been a sensitive issue in Gibraltar, and different groups will have different opinions. We are the No More Shame campaign, so we wanted to get the issue of abortion out into the open, remove the stigma of abortion in particular, and start having a debate about it. Start having a debate about how women are having abortions. They're just not having them here. They're going over the border or to the UK and having them done there. So it is happening, but thus far we've just been sweeping the things under the carpet, not on our doorstep kind of thing. So I think all pro-choice groups, we are united in thinking that this needs to be tackled. Obviously there's a command paper, we are waiting the command paper. Personally, from the point of view of No More Shame, we like to look at the issue from a health needs point of view and a human rights point of view. And we're asking for it to be decriminalised, and we're asking for the government to look into what the appropriate legislative framework would be to replace that.
Now, you mentioned that people are going to Spain to have abortions. The Chief Minister has been quoted in an article in the Spanish press saying that people are going over the border to have these because it's more private than a small community such as Gibraltar. Do you think there's truth to that?
The aim of this campaign was to do that. The No More Shame was so that people would be able to come out to feel safe. I mean, we know that the abortion figures in the UK are 1 in 5. We know kind of anecdotally from what we're hearing here that there's an awful lot of women here that are having abortions. So if we actually get the reasons for it out in the open, if we get people talking about it, we can almost find out what the root causes of this are and what other things we need to be providing for our women, so that we're not having such high levels or perceived high levels of unplanned pregnancy, and that hopefully people will be able to come out and say, I mean, even the change now, we had a young woman come up and said, I had an abortion. 6 months ago, that would have been, you know, that wouldn't have happened. People actually having the courage to say, you know, I've had it, and I had it for A, B and C, and this is what we need to be looking at. You know, there isn't going to be an abortion clinic with a big sign saying, you know, I'm having an abortion. You would be referred, I presume, to your normal gynecology services, and that will be handled in the same confidential manner that all other aspects are handled.
So what are you doing to support women who are currently facing or have faced these often difficult choices?
There's a limit as to what we can do legally. Obviously, we are trying to focus a little bit more on preventing these things as well. I mean, we're really glad that the health authority is starting the well person unit, and there'll be access to more contraception. As part of the No More Shame, we also want to remove the stigma a bit of talking about sexual health and sexual education, and we've also had leaflets and giving sort of advice on sexual health, on getting people to look after themselves, so that we're tackling this at the root causes. We're limited as to what we can do if somebody actually presents and say that they are pregnant. I would hope that they would still feel that they're able to speak to their GP, even if their GP is limited in regards to the advice that they can give, or that they try and contact us through our Facebook page if they just need somebody to talk to. Sometimes being able to have the opportunity to talk about the issues and air the issues actually is a great relief for women, and to know that there are other people there willing to help. I know also that the problem... And
what response have you had to the petition and the overall campaign so far?
The response to the overall campaign has been beyond, I think, what we could have imagined, really. It's been so positive, and the petition, it's been really, really positive as well. People have been coming up and signing, and we like to think that we respect all views. We're campaigning on a black platform, that we're not against anybody else.
Finally, what further events or initiatives are planned?
We will be having a stall next week, a large stall on Thursday. September the 28th will be a big day for us, because that's International Safe Abortion Day, and we are hoping to mark that next week here. We will be having a stall the day before on the Thursday, and hopefully we have actually contacted the international organisation, and it coincides, like we said, with the opening of the Sexual Health Week. So we're hoping that we can really give a big boost and a big push. We'll be having more sessions like this one, signing petitions, marches up Main Street. So, you know, if anybody wants to follow us on social media, we have a No More Shame Gib page, and then from there we have Instagram, Snapchat accounts. So, you know, lots coming up.